Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Infinite Regression. My goodness, looking more infinite than ever. Today we are here to review a Nintendo game, an NES game. Fun how people called it the Nintendo when they didn't realize how many more Nintendo products were coming over the next several many years. Anyway, we're going to be reviewing the game Astyanax, or Astyanax, or Astyanax, whatever. It's a Jailco game, and if you like this game, if this is one of your favorite games for the Nintendo Entertainment System, please skip this review, because I am going to take a hot steaming dump on this game, because I have hated it for years, and I was hoping that prognosis would have changed. No, it has not. I still hate this game. I hate it. I hate it so much. Okay, so when you look at the actual physical game, there's a dude with a sword. Looks kind of He-Man-ish. He-Man wasn't really my jam in the 80s. I know a lot of people who are way into He-Man. But not me, not as much. But I did like things of this sort. You know, you got a guy who's armored up and he's going against a dragon and whatnot. Looks cool. Looks really cool. And then you pop the game inside your console, you hit start, and, well, before you hit start, you are greeted with entirely too much lore. Like, it's a whole cutscene. I have never made it to the end. Never. I have always run out of patience. Because you can't speed up the dialogue. You can't skip through it. It is so abysmally long. And then you hit start. And you are greeted by more dialogue. Which, like, you can't speed read through it. You have to take it at the pace that the game gives it to you, which is abysmally slow. Just like the previous cutscene stuff. And it's more lore. Yeah, this is the whole thing. Turns out you're a high school student who is only 16 years old, get transported to another world, and you are now a dude in armor, and you're the chosen warrior, and you gotta save the princess. Okay, there you go. Saving a princess. You know, Mario did that without giving you any lore. I mean, they just drop you into the world, give you the catchiest theme you've ever heard, and you automatically know how to play the game because it's so well designed. That is not what this is. That is not what this is at all. Yeah. I had to look up manuals and stuff because I was like, surely this is not all there is to the game, because I saw that I had like a magic meter and I was like, how though? And so I had to figure out the button combination for it, and also how do you change weapons? Well, you do it in the pause menu, but it doesn't bring up a handy-dandy thing like Mega Man that, like, gives you a visual of what's happening. You know, it just changes the icon slightly, and if you're not paying attention, you might miss it if you don't know what you're doing. And, you know, so many NES games, the best ones you could think of, you could play without having to read the manual. That was the whole thing, is that the game would teach you how to play the game. Not so with Astyanax. Okay, more things that bother me so much. First of all of the enemies are jumpy/slippery, which drives me crazy. And the thing about them is that if they get past you, they will respawn. So if it gets past you, it'll get behind you, and it'll keep attacking you, and then you'll have to go forward again, only to find the exact same enemy. And yes, it is possible to have the original enemy get past you, and then you think, well, I'm going to run away from this guy, and then you encounter him again, and then you're fighting 2 instances of the same dude. And it happens so quickly. It's not even, like, it feels like it's not even advancing a full screen. It's just, if he gets past you, then you have to fight him again. And some of them, like, their entire thing is to jump over you. And so that is annoying. It is one of the most annoying features I've ever found in a game of this sort. When I was playing this, my son peeked in and he's like, what is this, Castlevania? And I was like, no, this wishes it was Castlevania. Because Castlevania, first of all, I remember playing Castlevania for the first time. And I remember understanding how to play it because the game taught me how to play it. And oh my god, there was so much Castlevania lore, but the game doesn't hit you in the face with it right up front. Anyway, so the enemies feel hard to hit because your stupid axe doesn't swing very well. At least it never felt to me like it did. And yes, you can get upgrades for your stupid axe, and you can get upgrades for your stupid power meter and stuff. Power meter doesn't seem to do that much when compared with other games where you swing a sword or whatever. It doesn't, like, you can't charge it up and do anything with it. It's a big old whatever. And yeah, the constantly having to refight enemies, the fact that any enemy that hits you bumps you backwards and you fall off the ledge, which happens all the freaking time. There's so many things to fall to your death on. And guess how many lives you get in this game? 1. You get 1. You get 1, and you just gotta go and beat the whole thing. That's it. That's what you get. So, are you freaking kidding me, Astyanax? Like, you're too hard. It's too freaking hard of a game. And I swear to you that I watched someone else's review because I was like, I want to see what somebody who loves this game has to say about it, because I want to be fair, because I've hated this game for years, and I want to be fair. Well, yeah, dude said if anything, it was too easy. Yeah, I guess I'm just terrible. I guess I'm just horrible at gaming, because you see in the footage me dying again and again and again. Like, eventually I did beat that first boss, and then it takes you immediately to a second boss where I died immediately. And then the game restarts all over again from the very beginning. Hooray! Thanks! Amazing! I'm so glad. I'm so glad, Astyanax. It's an exercise in frustration for me. There are too many cheap hits that knock you backwards, too many cheap hits that knock you backwards into a pit, and you will see that game over screen entirely too many times for this to be any amount of fun, in my estimation. And maybe I'm way off base, but you know what? Like, I have given this game so many chances over the years. I do own a physical copy of this. All of the NES games that I'm reviewing right now are ones that I own a physical copy of. Yes, I'm getting all of my gameplay and emulation, but I own the physical copies. And this game pisses me off. It just does. It does. Anyway, let me put a score on it. You'll be surprised. Okay, so for my old nemesis, one of my least favorite games on the console, Astyanax, Astyanax, or whatever the crap it's called, I'm giving it 1/2 of 1 Simon Belmont. Not even a full Simon Belmont. And that's out of possible 10, because I hate this game. It sucks and I hate it. Now, I hear what you're saying. You're saying, hey, why don't you just mail me your copy of the game so that I can have it? Keep your friends close. and your enemies in your game collection. That's how I feel about it. I have this copy to remind me like, hey, maybe not everything is for you, and maybe not everything that everybody else loves is gonna be your cup of tea. And that is what this game is to me. If you love it, let me know. If you hate it as much as I do, I will feel so happy if there are people in the comments that are like, oh, I hate this game. This game sucks. Like, that would make me feel happy, because it seems like everybody else in the world is like, oh no, Astyanax. That's my favorite game. Oh, freaking hate this game. Anyway, that will do it for this one, ladies and gents, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.